that is all we have for the viability rankings, and now we can move on to discussion about LCPL semis, and we can also talk about Snake and what prospects are looking like and stuff like that. So, do you guys have anything you guys want to say about finals or semifinals right now?
Well, I hope Team
Skitties are
Tarantino loses.
screwed.
Why is that?
Which one?
Skitty? Why are the Skitties screwed?
So the Skitties are screwed because basically you have the Tarantinos have a much stronger tiebreak,
Okay, hello.
and
Hold up. They are not the Tarantinos. We do not associate with that name. That was the biggest waste of 10.5k I have ever seen
Well,
in a...
It should have been 15k if Decay,
15K,
us
shout
and
out to
Decay
Decay.
were allowed.
Wait, Tarantino was 15k?
Well,
no,
that's what
DK
DK priced
voted
him
him.
at.
Yeah.
I think we put him at like 14.5.
Wait,
Oh
wait,
my-
wait. I'm just asking, why did you guys do this? Why was he this
'Cause
expensive?
No reason.
Because no, because alright, well,
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
valuable
We can't
support.
admit it. We can't admit it.
And then what?
Captain Phelan, he's the elite
Yeah.
team supporter. Chat energy, like you
Yeah,
can't
he's
match
so
it.
good.
Let's move on to something else, man. This is tilting me right now. Like
You-
I'm so
you guys made Tarantino 15k because of his chat energy? Are you serious?
He's
Yeah.
dude. His cat energy is so good. I love Tarantino.
Okay, then by that means I should have been 25k. What's your point?
Yeah, but he's a more
Tarant-
positive chat energy. You're a negative. Chat.
Okay,
That's why you're
Tarantino
6K.
is pure energy. I would pay 20k for his energy. He's so good.
I loathe DK. Oh my god.
DK. How is DK? Wait, DK was only 13. Are you serious? DK cost less than Tarantino?
Yeah, he quit the team. Of course he did.
Okay, I mean, yeah,
Killed
but
me,
you weren't
man.
supposed to know that preseason.
DK's always been kind of on the edge, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Sure.
Mm.
Whatever the LC Elite thinks. Anyways, so yeah, go back to what you were saying about the tiebreak of the Shellos.
So the Skitties are screwed if they go into tiebreak because I think that they can't pick SM because then you would pick BW and you would have Shrug, Luthier, Fatty as the tiebreak, and that's just ridiculous. There's no way they're winning against that.
Yeah, I think
Um,
their tiebreak is like hugely weaker than the other three teams. Like the other three, I think they're all like roughly on the same level. I would put like hesitantly put Geodude's number one. I don't think Skitty's tiebreak is in the same tier. Like
I think Shaw's is distinctly better than ours.
Yeah,
I don't know
how
about distinctly
Uh,
better. Like I think
I don't
think
know.
you, Toto, as
Because I
better
think if you
filler.
put Kashawas in XY, I don't know who the Shellas would really.
Fatty can
Do you
go
reckon
even with.
XY?
Yeah, Fatty can go even with him.
with whom?
So what I think the hypothetical situation with us versus you is we would pick Oris and you would probably pick
SM.
yeah, I would guess SM, and what you would have is me and Toto versus Shrug and you,
Okay.
and then you would have an Oris of Kushalos versus
Mambo or Fatty?
no, it would be
Fatty.
Fatty.
It'd be Fatty.
Yeah.
Mm.
It should be Fatty. I'm made to trash Mambo, but it should be Fatty.
Dude. You should see Mambo in our
Mom was
team
just
chat.
washed. Like he was good in his prime. Like
I mean, yeah,
He was
obviously
good in
he
his
was like
prime,
an
like, no
SPL
disrespect.
player, but like Mambo literally every day in our team chat, it's it's so funny. It's literally him. He's like, "Yo guys, I'm about to smoke a blunt. I'm gonna innovate something insane. Just watch." He literally goes online and brings Standard McStandard Gothita every time.
Yeah, so I think that in that hypothetical situation, I can go even with Shrug and you, and Fatty and Kush is even, but Toto versus whichever one of you two, I think is in favor of you.
I
So I
don't
think
think
that-
it's like I don't think it's like that big of a like.
I reckon he'd go eternally.
Because
He's,
Toto
let's see, like 4
English.
I'll back him.
What was that?
Eternally's 4 You could go him in the tiebreak as well.
Sure. Let's definitely start eternally over Tazz or Toto. That makes sense.
Eternally's a beast.
He's so good. Anyway, So, and the reason that the Skitties, and the reason that, so the Skitties really are in a disadvantage in the tiebreak. I think that what would hypothetically happen is they would pick DPP and you would pick BW, and then you would have Shrug, Fatty, and Nails versus some poor SMer versus Fat, and then whoever versus Fatty, and Fatty demolishes, and then Nails versus H. So, which isn't really that bad. And the reason
it's
why
DPP.
I think,
It's a coin flip tier.
It's not that
and
coin flip. Like,
Okay, it
There's-
was.
Well,
It
if
was a
Nails
joke.
wins
It
this
was a
week,
joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
he'll have beaten HSOW 2 times in a row, like in the last 2 weeks.
yeah, and yeah. So, and I think that it should be really hard for the Skitties to win this week because I predicted Luthier to win versus Jocks, and we saw that that was a pretty clear win. I think Shrug has a strong advantage over Lily, and Fatty has a strong advantage, and all 5 of the other ones might be a slight advantage in terms of the Skitties in the case of the DPP game, but the other 4 are close to coin flips as you can get, and I don't think that the Skitties can win all of those.
I don't think the other ones are coin flip. Well, I think like Abs Daddy. Actually, I guess that is kind of like a coin flip, like depending on how seriously he takes it.
It's
Because, like, I guess
it's
there's
two
a chance that he'll
Washmons
just, like-
players, bro.
Yeah, it is okay. Well, sure, but like I think he's more generally involved. Like if he doesn't like meme and just bring a super well known team or something like that, I think he has the advantage, and Nails definitely has the advantage. I think
And I
Fee
do,
and
yeah. Go on.
Fee and CS have the advantage as well. Like if we go by who's more likely to win, I think the Skitties should win 5-3. Like I think they'll be able to avoid the tiebreaker maybe.
Yeah, I think if we go purely by like the likelihood of the match and of the matchups, I think that it is a 5-3. However, I think that the 5 on the side of the Skitties are not as solid as the 3 on the side of the shell losses, in my opinion. So
Yeah,
I think
I
that
reckon
the likelihood that one of those drops is pretty high.
Yeah, I
Well,
reckon
Fatty's
it's 4-4.
definitely solid.
Clear.
I don't know how solid Lily AC versus Shrug is. Like I still like rate Lily pretty highly.
Like just
I have it
seeing
4-4.
Shrug in like the team. Like I know like since like Shrug is my teammate, I get to like see like him a lot, and it's very interesting because a lot of the
Shrug is
time,
an interesting person.
yeah, it's like his like his style of playing is like getting getting like information, like what is he gonna bring this week, and like Tarantino bugging him about it, and like Shrug never responding, showing up with his team literally like an hour before his match. He's like, "Yo, this one I'm bringing," and he brings it, and then he wins. Like, it's like it's a very not involved type of approach, and it's like really hard to see like if Shrug is doing, because like even in his game versus Space Worm, which was like last week, right? I think he brought a team, like he told someone he told us he was bringing a team, and then all of a sudden he brought a different team. So like none of us had any idea what was going on, but like
He's probably he probably realized that week didn't matter.
yeah, no, well, I mean 2 weeks ago when he played Space Worm.
Oh, it did matter. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, that was for tiebreak, not tiebreak. That was for playoffs, for qualification for playoffs.
I know that
Yeah.
Shrug is trying to guarantee a spot in Snake, even though I think it's basically guaranteed already.
Yeah.
So I know.
Yeah, he's in.
He's not like just like doing bad. Like he's probably prepping in the background,
Yeah.
like testing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
His teams have been really good, actually. I like them a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So I think that I admire Lily immensely as a builder.
I agree with that 100%.
I think Lily is hands down one of the best builders in LC right now. No questions about it. However, I think that in order for her to like reach that Snake tier level of play, I think she needs to master the timer a bit more, and I think she needs to yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I think she needs to master the timer a bit more, and she needs to just get used to playing versus like tier 1 type of LC player.
I mean, at the same time, like her records, I feel like a lot of it's just been like bad luck. I don't think she's been playing that badly, even
We've set
with
a
the
pretty
timer
tough like opponents, like probably one of the hardest, like if not the hardest, like schedule, I guess.
What is our schedule button like? I forgot.
Let me hang on, I've got it up. It's TDK, Zebra, Tazz, London, HT, Trace.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it's
that's
really hard.
brutal.
Yeah, it's pretty
Um,
brutal.
Yeah. TDK has been kind of underwhelming. This LCPL.
But like, does she have like a good record versus any players that might be considered snake level?
I think
Who?
she's like 3-2 versus me. Does that count?
Who, TDK? No, he
No,
went.
Lily.
Oh.
Really?
Who has Lily played this LCPL?
She's
Oh,
played
she-
me. She's played me, and it came down to a speed tie
okay. Then
mid game,
you
and then
can.
I got bailed
Yeah, you can
I'm
consider
after
sure
that.
losing
Like,
it.
I'm
okay,
sure she beat people in the World Cup. She's like 5-1 or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, yeah, she has pretty decent results. Like, we're not gonna question that. It's like it comes down like, yeah, I agree with like saying that she's one of the best builders. I think there are actually a very few amount of good SM builders right now.
That's very true.
It's like even for me, I like just started building, and I'm already seeing how like hard to build it is in this tier. Maybe that's just me because I'm like new to it, but I think
it is.
there are like a couple of builders. I think the best builders right now, I would consider like Tazz. I would consider you one of the best builders. I agree with Lily. Ninjadog, I don't even know if do you build your own stuff or does Serena build it for you?
Yeah, but
Oh, he
No,
does
my
his own
God,
stuff.
no,
Well,
no.
Do not credit
I don't know.
Serena
In
ever
World
for
Cup
our
and
good
exhibition,
build.
I did
That-
LCPL. I haven't that much.
No, Coco builds some stuff for him.
Wait, like, are you being serious? Like, I can't tell if this is
No,
meme or not.
no. Well, in exhibition, mine, but
You cut out.
I've got a couple of them, but
You kind of cut out there. What did you say?
I've probably like half of them. This actually, I don't know. Let me look. I don't actually know.
Ninja is a top builder. Yeah, he is.
Okay. Okay.
Like I think Taz has been performing really, really well. Like I didn't expect him to be able to build that well. Like he's like
I think
whatever he's doing on
Claire-
Arkans, like
yeah.
it's really good. So yeah.
Yeah, I was building several a week.
Taz, when did you get
think-
this like much better?
I don't know.
Yeah. Nice.
I was good before I retired in Oris. Like I was good for like a solid month probably,
Yeah. And then what happened?
and then I quit,
Oh.
and then I came back and was bad for like a year.
I mean, you were still like one of the best Oris players when you first came back. You were just pretty bad at SM.
Yeah, I was like trash. I was really bad.
I mean, Trash is good. Trash is the best builder of all time.
Facts.
Is this
But then
actually?
I had an open run, and I was like
Yeah.
pretty
Screw you for
mediocre
that.
Yeah, I
I
was
can, like-
playing.
Players, if he's motivated, is good to building. But I don't know how motivated.
I don't think he's motivated at all right now.
Yeah.
Plas is not motivated whatsoever right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Every single
Uh,
time I talk to him about LCA, it's literally him ranting about how he absolutely despises the current meta.
I think
Yeah.
all of East despises it. Like I know, like Shrug, Kingler, Star. They're all against the Tripinch ban. They're like 3 of the 4 total anti-bans. So it's like it's not like a very popular position,
Mhm.
but they all dislike it a lot.
Would I
Like,
agree
you
with
can
them
kind
on?
of see that perspective. Like it didn't really help diversity.
Hmm.
No.
The Tripinch ban.
Yeah, well, because what Tripinch did is that it kind of ended the dominance of a couple of the mods that were really enforcing the meta status quo, particularly Onyx and Diglett, which allowed a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
which allowed a lot of more playstyles to come out, and I kind of agree with that take a little bit. I think I wasn't on the council then, so I can say this. I
Nice
think
flex.
I think that not
Volabai,
suspecting
Abra.
Volabai, suspecting
Yeah.
Abra instead of Volabai was the mistake.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. That's why you
Well-
should put me on council. Thanks, Levi.
No, but I feel like let's change this. Instead of Scarf Vellaby being the dominant set, now it's just Z and Berry Juice Vellabies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know. I
Vellaby
think
still
like
dominant, just a different Vellaby.
Hmm.
I
I agree
think
with that.
Volabai should have been suspected instead of like Tripinch. I think like the number of Pokemon that Tripinch actually enabled was pretty much limited to Volabai and Abra, and on its own it wasn't that bad. Like, it was actually kind of nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Volabai's just broken.
Plus that's Volabai.
Anyways, so now that we've thoroughly discussed Skitties versus Shellos, what do you guys think about Archons versus Geodudes?
Oh, I wait before I forget. On
Yeah.
the topic of hard lineups,
Yes.
I'm going to have to defend my ham rank 12 SM
Oh,
nomination.
it's such a
on-
terrible take.
Wait,
Oh
no,
my
what?
god.
Wait, what's
that
wrong
was-
with Ham?
I-
Ham's a good player. Hello.
Yeah, I'm defending
213
him.
all time.
I genuinely think he is an above average SMer, and I'm defending this take on the grounds of his lineup, like his lineup as well. Like he had to face pretty much the best player on the opposing team for every week.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
even
that's
though
fair.
he ended with like a what, I don't know, like not Coco bad, but like 110 or whatever.
He's like
the whole time. Like not great.
Yes.
Okay, so below average. I still consider him a good SM. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all I have to say.
Okay. No matter how much I'd like to like easily say records and like proven like results of like how well you do against certain people proves how good of a like player you are. That's like completely not true. Like
Yeah.
like
There's not enough sample size.
yeah, like if I wanted to say I'm like the best SM player because I'm 8-0 in LCP, like you can't really assume that. at
Oh
all.
my god, here
You
we go
want to
again.
say it so much.
I
though,
do,
John.
obviously. Like, why would I not want to say it? But like, I can't. And like, on the same note, like, no matter how bad I want to bash on Coco, like, you can't just assume that she's like the worst player of all time because she's like what, like 4-19 in LCPL. Like, you can't
I mean,
like,
still starting after you are still starting in the 7th week after you finished the first 6 weeks 06. I
Yeah.
think that's an impressive feat. Like
what is
well,
it?
just being able.
I
Like-
think the Ham 12th and also Kincaidot, it just comes from they're the people who beat Levi last LCPL.
They're good.
That's
they're
all
good.
it takes ceiling.
I don't regret
Like,
those losses. at all.
Luthier,
They
if you
were-
want clout, don't go 8-0, go 1-7, but beat Levi, and then he'll rate you as the top LCL.
There's nothing wrong with those losses. Like I got outplayed.
I really sense like a butthurt Levi in the background.
What do you
Anyways,
guys think about Arkans versus Geodudes?
It's
I
Arkin.
think Geodudes win.
I thought it was
think
pronounced
Geodudes
Archin.
win. Yeah.
I don't know. Archons.
Arkin,
I don't know.
Archeopteryx.
I say Archons, but it could be. Or maybe it's Arkans because it's Archeops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Archeopteryx. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Was London always starting?
Yes. Yes.
London's been
Not-
really
not
breaking
week
out.
one.
Yeah, London's
but,
been
like,
incredible. I think. Like he's been.
they started-
He's looking like Snake tier almost.
Wait, what?
Well,
Yeah.
He's
I don't
looking
think he's
fantastic.
Snake Tea. I don't.
I
Yeah.
don't know how he's gonna do this week. I was like, I was hardcore clicking last week, so I don't know if like.
Wait, are you-
He was definitely.
Are you being serious about like London being snake tier?
Yeah, I'm serious. Like I think like if we had to list 10 players, I could see pretty much being like 9th or 10th.
And
Now,
this
London
is
would
this is
not-
this is
Lon-
Levi talking, correct?
No,
Yes.
London. Okay, so what he's saying is, I think that I'm going to interpret this. London would not be on his own. London would not be like a normal 10 spot in Elseer to be drafted on his own as an Elseer. What would happen is, in my opinion, if he were to be drafted, is that the team in question would draft Star as an OU player,
Yeah.
and then draft London for started pass to him.
Okay.
Well,
so-
I guess yeah, he'd probably want you to be a support because I think like before this he had like the last LCPL which he won like 2-1 or something like that on Snivies. So the only positive Snivy player, so that's good too.
His building's not that great. His
Yeah,
building's not that great.
I think he played for Exhib too. I'm not
He went like 0-4 in exhibition.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So his
But maybe it was
I guess
one
this
per
is-
other. I'll check.
yeah, I guess this is his breakout tour.
It was
But
rough.
yeah, he's
If
looked
he-
super good.
But, like his
last
team had no other LCs, so it was kind of.
And so I think he needs another LCR on his team to really pull off this performance. And if he beats Eternally this week, I'll say he's good. Okay. But Eternally is so good, so
I think he's
know.
already proven himself to be good. He doesn't need to be the Eternal. I guess I can agree with him. Probably wanting to pair with support, but with support, I do think he's Snake tier.
fair
So-
enough.
Interesting. take.
Honestly, I've been going 4-4 tiebreak. Geodudes are.
Actually, let me just like look at this. So London versus Eternally. I'd actually pick Eternally in that, but like you guys are like convincing me otherwise.
I'm
Because, like,
favoring
I
it.
mean, Eternal is
well.
good too. Like I
He's
don't
good.
think it's I don't think it's super one-sided either way.
Yeah, I think it's pretty
Eternally
even.
has been playing actually quite well this LCPL. I don't know.
Did you see him demolish Space Storm? Oh my
yes,
god.
yes, I did watch that.
So hot.
But
Only because Space Storm will let him.
yes, sure. But
This
sorry.
one doesn't lose.
So I'm picking one for the Archons. I have Tazz beating Rodri. I have Kingler decimating JYT. I
Don't
have
knock my man.
Not decimating,
Oh my
not
God.
decimating, not decimating. He'll have to like it.
I have
so
Star.
Are you speaking about the 3-0 World Cup of Pokemon Prodigy?
Jesus Christ.
And that's him.
I have Star beating Rob, so we're seeing a 2-2. Todao beating ES. Although ES is like a pretty solid player, and then especially with teams from like Star, it's like that could be good. That could be a good one.
He has LC experience. Like he made an LC Open finals.
He did?
I'm not sure how much that's worth.
When?
No,
It was a long time ago.
Okay.
yeah. But like he's pretty much played every LCPL. Like
He went like
He's
he
solid.
knows-
2-5. He went 2-5 in World Cup and last LCPL.
Nice.
Okay, well he at least knows like what he's doing, and
Yeah.
he's good at Pokemon. So.
But I would still rank Todao like winning over ES.
No, Todo's
So in terms of SM, I have Archons winning 3-2 right now, and then looking at
I would say
Origins,
Kush. I would rank Kush over Teal.
yeah, I think
Kush wins too.
Kush is like a really good player, and then
And he also used to be like a really good Aura Celsior. I think he got far into an open run. He was playing with
he
LC
made
all
an
the
open
time.
finals. He made open
Yeah.
finals
Oh,
for
really?
the last open run, I think.
got you.
The last RS.
So he's no joke in Oris. He's played in World Cup, done pretty well. He's definitely he has me to pass teams to him. So
Mhm.
I would rank him pretty high.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, well, Teal does have star teams, but like I think Teal's like I think he's good at LC, but like once he enters playoffs in in LCPL, like I think for pretty much the past 3 seasons, he just starts trolling like as soon as enters at LCPL playoffs. I think it gets worse in playoffs. So yeah, I rank Crucialis on that.
Didn't he go like 4-0 to 4-4 for us last year?
Yeah, something like that.
that's funny. Yeah. So like I would leave it in like the first 6, like the SM and the ORS slots. I'd put the Archons up like 4-2. But then in the black and white and DPP, I got to give it to the Geodudes. Like Tony Flygon is pretty good, and HSA has been pretty decent, right? I think he's better
Fran did go 5-2 in LC in BW last LCPL.
But
Really?
did he end 5-2? I thought he ended like 4-3.
I heard 5-2. I could be wrong.
Either way,
I
he's
don't
not
know,
like he's not a joke.
No,
he's
yeah, I
good.
mean he's not a joke, and we have a little bit of help.
Yeah.
Well, he did
Um,
badly in LC, WC, and that's the meta that we're.
Yeah, but he was
Black
on
and
like
white
the
meta
worst
playing
team
right now.
of all time.
Also, I'm just gonna use this opportunity. BW counselor, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my god, this meta is so awful. It's unplayable. Holy shit.
It's just decay, man.
Wasn't there people like Decay voting and didn't want to have to build two teams?
Is it Decay and Council?
Yeah,
Oh my
so Decay
God.
was on council, okay, and I think he convinced a bunch of other people because it was right before LZPL, so he convinced a bunch of other council members to vote no ban to Mischievous, which was it was so broken. But
Mischievous is blatantly broken. It's ridiculous.
But like, it was pretty much stronger than Sand in the previous meta.
Yeah.
But he convinced people to vote no ban anyways, just because
You want him to
they
reuse.
wouldn't have to build. Stupid. I'm so mad.
That's funny.
It's so awful. It's
Just Decay things, bro.
oh my god. It's
Yeah.
so bad.
Um.
And then I think what the tiebreak would hypothetically be is that we would pick Oris and they would pick BW and Star would slot himself in BW and you would have Star versus me, Kush versus Star. No.
Wait, what?
Kush.
Star playing
He's
twice.
not ghosting.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Kush.
Star
Kush
plays twice because he's
versus-
ghosting.
Kush versus Teal maybe, and then Star would slot himself in Oris or BW,
Okay.
and then his BW or Oris player, probably depending on who wins this
I
week,
mean, Kingler can
would be
play
the other
Oris too,
person.
right?
Huh?
Kingler can play Oris too. Like he won an LC Open. He in Oris he's played SPLs in Oris. Like he's good at Oris.
Yeah, but I think that assuming I would be the SM, I don't think that they would want to slot in anyone else versus me. Honestly,
I would
Like London Kingler Stars sounds really solid if we're doing like SM or BW.
yeah, that's fair.
Interesting.
Like I think they would win that.
Yeah,
win
I
that
think
tiebreaker for sure.
I'm definitely going for the 5-3. I'm not looking forward to a tiebreak.
Yeah, I think Geodudes have a very, very nice tiebreak. Like, no matter what type of tier you're looking at, like, they have two, like, top tier SMs. They have literally Star, who's literally, I would put him at top 3 in each of the tiers being played in LCPL. I don't know if
Definitely.
that's, like,
I think I would go teal for 3 SM. I'd go teal for the third SM slot if I was the Geodudes.
really.
All over London.
Yeah.
Or Kingler?
Well, no,
No,
Kingler.
Star,
This would be
Kingler,
like
and teal if you were doing
Oh,
3S.
okay, I see what you're
Like
saying.
if that was what it like came to.
Yeah, I would agree. I again, I don't know why you guys think so highly of London. It's not like I have anything against him. I just haven't seen his play, and I haven't seen him be that remarkable.
He had a
But,
good
like,
win, a strong win against Lily. That was a performance, but like his
He's
other
pretty
two
solid.
wins.
Okay.
What his
I played I played him in the meme week, and he was pretty solid. I think both of us were kind of like having fun a little bit,
Yeah.
but it was pretty fun.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, so like London's pretty decent. So, yeah, I think that's all we have for like LCPL semis. And
What
I
do you
think
guys like?
what was that?
What do you guys like hypothetically think for a tiebreaker for Geodudes versus Shells? Because I think that's like the top two.
Judas versus
I
sorry,
think-
what was that?
Yeah, I think that the hypothetical tiebreak would be I think that's a really tough one.
Judas versus who? Sorry, Shellos?
Well, I think it'd have to be like choose SM. Like, what else would Shellos pick? Right? It'd be like
What do you pick black white and force Star into black white and then think Shrug and
The
Luke?
question is, I think the
Yeah.
real question is, what does I think? You know what? I think that the Shellosses pick SM, and the Geodudes pick Oris. I think that's what happens.
or yeah, actually that makes sense. Makes sense.
Well,
Although
actually,
Shrug can play
no,
Oris too, right? So
I actually, well, oh my gosh, that's really hard
Okay.
because it's a game of prediction because I think that the ideal situation for the stars is if SM the Oris, because then you can have Kingler, probably London, and then Star can go into Oris, and then I think he has an advantage versus Fatty.
Mm-hmm.
But the advantage that this ideal situation for the Shellosses is probably SMBW Oris.
Yeah.
Because actually I don't know about that, because then it can be that's so hard, because then it
it's
could be
still
London.
Star Kingler, right?
Yeah, London Star Kingler again. That's so hard. I think that I have to give it to the Geodudes.
Yeah,
Because
I would
Star
agree.
can go into any slot.
I think
like Geodudes could even flick DPP, right? Because
Yeah.
sure.
yeah,
Tony, yeah.
So I
because
think the
they can't
play.
put Shrug and DPP. Like, they could, they wouldn't be good.
So
like-
I think the play is for the Shellosses to pick SM,
Mm-hmm.
and then just respond to whatever the Geodudes do. Hopefully, hopefully the Geodudes for them pick like BW or Oris, I guess.
I mean,
I don't
mean,
know.
I don't know. I guess yeah. Actually, I think Geodudes have like the advantage in
I would
pretty much any
100%
double SM
agree
line.
because like if you think about the Geodudes, like it would be 100% you're picking Star and Kingler. Like that's like there's no that's like hands down you're picking Star and Kingler, and then you're choosing between Teal and London, right? So like Kingler undoubtedly is going to go into that SM position. And
He could do Oris.
Yeah, he's good at Oris too.
Kingler is?
Yeah, he could do Oris, definitely.
Okay,
he won an
dude,
LC Open in Oris.
I think it's so like okay, I wouldn't say ridiculous. I think it's just so like beautiful the way like the Geodudes have drafted. They have like so many options when it comes to tiebreak, and it would just be so easy. Like no matter what they do, they have the advantage. Because
well,
like
I mean, that's mostly because they have Star, right?
yeah, they have
Like,
Star.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And this
And
goes
you
back.
say, and you
Star and
say,
Kingler.
and you called DK crazy for overpricing him.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
call DK
unreal.
crazy. Like, I still think 40k is nonsense.
Yeah, but
I
you
think
accepted
30K
someone
is
else's
fine.
like 18k on him, but you threw out Decay's 4k, close to 14.
Well, who was 18K? That person. Oh my.
I'm sure
God.
like
Was it Lily?
Arca-
I think it was Lily.
I think it was Fatty.
Yeah,
I think it was Fatty
had,
too.
like, Fatty had I think like 18k Star and like 10k Haysub.
He had
just
10K
really
Tazz.
low numbers all around. I wrote in the instructions for pricing Asment to try to keep a reasonable amount, not too high, not too low. I think Fatty just straight up missed the part where I said not too low.
Yeah,
There were some nonsense prices in there.
it was bad. I remember that.
That's funny. But yeah, I would definitely see the Geodudes winning this all. If it goes to tiebreak, I would definitely, like assuming the Shellhouses and the Geodudes are in the finals. Like this is going off of that assumption again. Knock on wood. That's what happens. I don't want this.
But I think that the thing is that like it wouldn't be a gigantic upset for the other team to win in both cases. Like
No, not at
I
all.
would say like 55-45 in both matchups, honestly,
Mhm.
or close to that. Maybe
Honestly-
60-40 in when it comes to Geodudes versus Arcans.
Honestly, I think the Shellos could be. Well, actually, I'm going to favor if it's two SM. I reckon I'm going to favor the. If Stars in the old gen, I'm going to favor. I'd favor Shrug over Kingler, Luthia over any other SM on the Geodudes. I think Shellos could.
I don't know. Like Kingler's still good. I think it would be pretty even.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know.
Kingler
Didn't
versus
Yeah.
Luthor.
didn't Kingler beat Shrug pretty good in
Yeah,
earlier in the
Yeah, that was. I think that was.
Yeah,
The
I don't know. I
first
just feel
week.
like Shrug's been playing better recently.
Yeah, that was. I think it was the first week, first or second week. It was pretty early on, but it was.
Yeah.
I was looking through the LCPL records, and I think Shrug's only loss at the time was to Kingler, and then he lost to Space Worm. But I think that's the only people he's lost to this entire LCPL.
You also have to keep in mind that Kingler, especially in playoffs, has plot armor.
He does?
He
have
doesn't
you
just have plot armor in playoffs. He has plot armor in any tour that's not SPL or Snake, basically.
if you want to see what we're talking about with plot armor, go back to LC World Cup and look up HT versus Kingler, and you'll see the plot armor in action. That game was wild.
Okay, I should look at that later. Actually, someone.
yeah.
Okay, where is it?
Again, it's not just playoffs. Like Kingler versus Gummy. It's like,
Is it Kingler versus Gummy?
Yeah,
You said
Gummy.
LC World Cup. You said.
Yeah,
no,
LCWC HT versus Kingler.
Uh,
That was some high key plot armor. I mean, you had
do you
like,
remember what week this was? It was like last week.
it was playoffs. And it was for I think it was for the tournament as well. And HT had the matchup like 100%. Kingler played
Yeah.
Kingler played
in the time
terribly.
No.
Kingler played awfully. It was so bad.
Wait,
No, I think-
HT and him went into like a choking contest. It was really, and then at the very end of the game, HT had him like 100%. And even though the HT was like trying to choke the game, Kingler still had to have incredible hacks to pull the win through, and he
Wait,
got it.
I
This
thought
is-
Kingler played well from memory in the tiebreak.
Oh.
I don't
Well, he
know.
won on a flinch, but like HT had a really strong matchup.
Oh, I remember this game. Yeah.
It was. I don't remember it.
I think Kingler played okay. HT just played really, really badly.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Sorry. So Kingler played well. HT played terribly, but even though he played terribly, Kingler's team was terrible. First of
Yeah,
all,
that was-
awful.
That would be
You know why it's
sad
terrible?
that you won that with that team.
You know why it's terrible? Because it has a chestpin on it.
Chessman is so awful. Oh my god. Anyway,
I don't know. I was getting dominated by Serene in test match. Chess
well,
being very-
Serene is very special.
Yes.
Yeah, in a lot of ways.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all we have in terms of LCS semifinals content, and like I just want to talk about one last thing before we end the video, and that's gonna be Snake. So
Ooh.
yeah. So for those of you guys that don't know what Snake is, and I'm pretty sure you would not be watching.
Can we
this
skip
video.
this?
Yeah. Okay. It's okay. Basically, who do you think is getting picked? Who do you think is getting picked? Who do you think is gonna do well? Why? That kind of stuff.
Let's go over the picks.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I'm not getting picked because I'm managing.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Okay, well, Levi is a lock. That's what.
Yeah.
So I think the locks that we can pretty much guarantee are in are going to be Kingler, Shrug, Haysup, someone Star passes to, maybe London.
Okay.
Let me see, I got 4 there.
Someone's really gonna get
Levi.
themselves stuck with Hayes.
Levi is in.
Serene,
is
honestly.
in.
Oh,
Yeah,
Serene.
Serene is locked. I would say Ninja and maybe me are probably in. and it's these last two slots that are kind of up in the air. Am I forgetting someone?
No.
I
Yeah,
believe
you're
here.
forgetting 8-0 LCPL
No.
hero.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No. I'm forgetting Burnt Zebra.
Yeah.
Zebra's
yeah,
a lock.
Yeah. I forgot
I
about
think like
Zebra.
Luthier, Zebra, you. Well, I think you three and then Zebra are like not complete locks. But if you're not locked, then it'll probably be just like your non-LCR at this point.
Yeah.
I think you're like 95% in probably, unless you really bomb it. Like, actually, even if you bomb it at this point, I think it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I think that it's likely that I think it's likely that Burnt Zebra and Luthier at this point would get in, unless Lily and Phil do some incredible
I
stuff
think
these last 2
I reckon
weeks.
Lily's a decent chance because like I think she'll do well, but like even if she flops, she's such a strong builder. She could just pass to some random tour player on the bench, even if that
Yeah.
didn't work out.
The thing
Yeah,
is
I
though
think she'd be
that
a good
like
pick.
Lily, she doesn't have great records versus any LC and versus she doesn't have great records in general.
Well, like I think we've like discussed this before, but I think you put too much weight into like player versus player matchups. Like
Yeah,
Lily
I
might not
agree.
have. Yeah, like Lily might not have like positive records versus Ninja or whatever, but she has the clout kind of, and then she has the LCWC record. Like I think. Well, I guess I don't think she's like as likely as the first 9 people.
Yeah, and she didn't do that well, and she did. What's her record right now? It's
I
not
think
great.
it's like
Yeah.
2-5 or 2-4 or something.
Yeah,
2-4.
it's not. I don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, but
okay,
she has
that's kind of
tough
bad. But
players.
Yeah. But like,
I think it would be
you
a
usually
stretch.
usually see her get like drafted for a decent amount and like on tours.
yeah.
So like,
She
the
played.
clout's still there.
Yeah, yeah, but I also think that's because people know she takes them incredibly seriously, like more than
Yeah.
anyone else.
Yep. I agree with that. Do you want to like discuss those like dark horse type of picks?
Dark horse in what sense?
Like I know we were talking about like London and I'm just like who do you think will be picked as like one of those people that Star will pass to, like those type of players? Just wondering who you guys were thinking.
And-
London and
Any-
Shrug. Like I think those are the most.
Okay,
London,
a
Shrug,
dark
or
horse. I unironically think Space Worm would be a good pick. Well, he's
That-
5'2"
Yeah.
in LCPL.
Yeah, but he
He's
doesn't
beaten
have.
Shrug and Star. He outplayed Star incredibly.
I mean, he's good, but like he had like he got into the elites and came out with like what 25 lines or something after like a month. Like
He
I guess
doesn't.
like
Yeah, and
those
LCPL
are
was his
tough.
first tour. Yeah,
It
Those are
was.
and
tough.
LCPL was his first forum tour, like that he did anything well in.
I
He
had no
doesn't
idea.
have. He's just not established enough to be like. Yeah, he beat those 2 people, but like, I don't think anyone's going to draft him off like a single 5-2.
Well, I don't think he'd get drafted either. I just think he would do well. I think he'd be a good fit.
Yeah, like maybe if
Yeah.
you and Serene manage for Snake as well, then he'll get drafted. But other than that, I'm not seeing.
So I guess the question is, in the hypothetical situation that Levi does manage, which is like a big maybe.
I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Just you wait, man.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I can't wait for like Levi to somehow convince like himself to manage with Tony, and like all of a sudden like none of the TVs can say no to Tony. So like,
Can we just have a slight reminder about how many lines you had in your Snake team last year?
Like 500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's it.
I had less for SPL.
Jeez.
So we'll see. But in a hypothetical situation that Levi is not picked and we have one more slot,
Yeah.
in addition to the people we've discussed, what do you guys think would happen?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think like
I think it goes to like the circle jerk type player. Like I'm thinking like Teal or someone like that.
I would
I
think
don't
that
think he'll
too.
want to play LC this.
I know.
Like,
What about
maybe
Trash back from the dead?
Dude, what?
Oh my god.
That'd be so good. I don't think Trash would want to stand up there though.
The problem is that like normally that jerk player would be fed by Star, but Star's actually going to be on a team this year. So like, what even happens?
He's unbanned, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can still. Yeah. Well,
Do you see him play? Is he gonna play LC though? Did he discuss that with
No,
anyone?
he's
no,
playing OU.
he
He's one of the
no
most
way he
OU
plays
players.
LC. Yeah, he'll definitely play OU.
Okay, yeah.
And he'll pass for LC. That's probably the best thing to do.
Yeah. And I'm sure he'd do a great
So I
job at
think-
it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's a solid OU player. He's been for that for a long time, and LC is a secondary, but he's great at both.
Well, do you think
I-
Zoro will play?
Huh?
Zoro. Do you think
No,
he'll play?
no, dude.
No,
He
Zora's not
wasn't.
playing.
He was barely able to like even play half his games for LCPL. There's
I
no
don't know.
way.
I reckon
Maybe some tournament player. Maybe Phil if he's really
Feeling it.
really lucky. Phil, yeah, whatever. If he's really lucky, maybe Lily if she's really lucky. Because I would say some jerk player normally, but like I don't know who it would be because I predict that Plaz has the clout to get in by it, but my
He'd
prediction
probably be
would
like a helper. I don't think he'd be a starter.
That's my prediction. I think the team that drafts Kingler will also probably draft Plaz because Kingler is a terrible team builder.
Didn't Plaz build all of his teams for Snake last year? That's what he told me at least.
He did, yeah.
Probably. Oh no, he didn't build one of Kingler's teams, and Kingler. I think that was the game Kingler lost really badly.
Oh.
Yeah, let me find it.
Classic.
Yeah, Kingler is not great in terms of team building.
Feels bad, man.
I just don't know at all who would be the 10th. I think it would pretty much secure the people we've talked about if Levi manages.
Yeah.
So wait,
I
who's
just-
that again? Kingler, Haysub, Shrug, Luther, Zebra, Ninja, Serene. Who else?
Tazz.
Tazz. Yeah, my bad.
Putting it in myself, yeah.
Okay, so I guess that would be like, and then like, so Chua, some Torgoons, and then Lily, London, probably, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I put London under the star thing because there's no way he's gonna be drafted on his own. He's not.
I agree
he's not a
with
builder.
that.
I mean, he doesn't. It doesn't have to be with Star. Like I think pretty much any like. Maybe like with Haysub can finally bench. That would be so good.
But then the same thing would be reached because Haysub would just the spot that would be
Well, I don't
Haysub
think-
would be.
You would ever draft another LCL alongside Haysub. He just build and play his own team.
He's so good.
Who is?
Yeah. Haysub.
Haysub.
Okay, so sure.
Yeah,
maybe Lily in London.
yeah, that would be really
could
neat,
work. I 100% see Lily as being good support though. Like I can see Lily being one of those like under the table kind of things. Like yeah, I'm not gonna waste like a draft pick on you, but like just know that you're gonna be invited to my Discord after kind of thing.
Yeah, because I just feel like maybe in SPL where you can buy as many as you want as long as you have, but like you only have 4 sub slots.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like I would struggle to justify using one on someone who only plays LC as a sub.
Yeah,
Right,
that's the
right.
I
issue.
think Plaz.
I mean,
I think
like,
Plaz is a much better choice because Plaz can play any lower tier really if you need him to.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could kind of work if you like.
Or same with you, Levi.
If you like
you can
use
play
up
any
your
lower
like early
tier.
drafts on other tiers, and you just go for like 2 LCRs, but really late in the draft. So London, like Lily, they're probably not going before like round 12 or whatever. So you could probably go for that core then.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could work.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, but I think that in the case that Levi, I think that all those players like Lily feel are super up in the air. But I think in the case of Levi, indeed, managing, I think that the 9 players we discussed are pretty safe, in my opinion, if the draft were today.
Yeah, and the
9?
thing is,
Wait, where's 9 players?
Not
I'm
well.
counting 8.
I count whoever Star passes to as a distinct player, I guess.
Okay.
yeah, I definitely I agree with that, and it's kind of I guess you could take it like different ways, but like it's just interesting that SPL happens right after like the PL season for like every single tier, so it's like
Oh,
It's
you're
who-
really counting on that, aren't you?
yeah, I'm serious, I really am, because like that's my only chance of getting drafted, because like outside of this PL, like what results have I had, right?
I mean, you've heard of what happened to the last 8-0, right?
Who?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, TKO went
He
8.
got benched
He
with
went
Blarjan.
he went
Like,
8-0
that's-
and then he went 0-8. Yeah. Okay.
Like we look at TKO now and we see him like somewhere like halfway between tackle and playing ability. But like you have to remember that he used to actually be good. It's just
Yeah.
that like getting benched for Blarjan in 2017, that's going to crush your spirit.
That's a heartbreaker.
there's-
Yeah.
There isn't going to be anything left after that.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
So
I'm going to pray that it won't happen to me if I get drafted.
Yeah, so just try not to get drafted alongside Vajan.
Sure.
So do you build in RU, Luthier?
I do not build an RU.
Oh,
Yeah. So, yeah,
I do.
I get my teams from Ajna and Averardo. I don't know if you guys know who those people are.
Oh yeah, I've got a
We
few
know
teams
them.
from Alvarado as well.
Yeah. So I'm good friends with a lot of people in RU in the RU community. So like I get my
Don't you
team.
have substantial results there?
Interestingly enough,
Yeah.
I think I have better
If I
results in
think
the
you
RU
would get
community.
drafted in IUPL.
No, dude. All right, yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Okay, let's not talk about this. This is gonna make me cry.
I don't mean to be like.
No, you're good.
Actually,
You're good.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not
No,
gonna
it's
trash
not that
people.
deep. I really don't care.
I'm not gonna trash you. I was gonna trash other people. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, no, it's fine. But yeah. So like interestingly enough, I think my RU results are like significantly better than my LC results. Like my LC results are like what, and the LC Open semifinals with like a decent exhibition showing in like now this LCPL. But like in my RU status, I have also I reached RU Open last year or semifinals, and then I won USM RU Cup this year. I am currently in round four of RU majors, having beat Roman and Finchinator. So like my results
Does
there,
Finchinator play RU?
yeah,
Like, I guess he just plays every tier, right? But
yeah, he's
does
just
he play
overall
RU a
super.
lot?
So
I wouldn't say a lot,
I'll
but he's like
just
good.
I'll just say this. I think it is easier for tour players to get drafted in RU than it is for tour players to get drafted in LC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like I've heard like RU looked pretty bad in previous tours, so
Yeah, the RU player base yeah, it has
Yeah.
some issues.
like they have their good players too, I guess.
They're
And, like,
super. They're good players, but I distinctly remember they're like being. It's more
less-
common for tour players to come in there and dominate. It's more common for people who don't play the tier and like don't build in it to do really well. That kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. It'd be it'd be like that sometimes.
mm,
But yeah, I think, man, I think the snake is gonna be really interesting. I think one of the biggest things is to see all these old people. Well, not old people. Sorry, Levi. I didn't mean to offend you there, but like just like the older and more experienced players just like drop out. I think it's really nice for the LC community to see like these newer players come in, and not only through the the people that are drafted up for these higher end tours, but also in terms of like council. It's nice to see like council shifting around a bit.
you're
Getting
not
those-
making it into a cancel anytime soon. Nice try though. I'm just like, yeah, it's not in the near future. We're not.
All right, guys, it's been
right now.
really nice knowing you. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, but like being like honest though, I think it's very refreshing for the tier, which is starting to grow slightly stale, playing it. But I think
I think that's just the SM gen in
yeah,
in
just
general.
SM Gen in general, which is kind of
Imagine if we freed
sad.
Porygon.
Sorry for you.
But yeah, I think Sword and Shield is going to be completely different from SM. I
Can we
think
speculate real quick about who's
Yeah.
going to get snapped?
Okay, yeah, sure. We can go for that.
Yeah,
I think they mentioned Fungus was getting snapped, right?
Is
that Yeah, actually
happening?
Yeah, that's unlucky.
I would bet that one of Miento and Timber is almost certainly getting snapped,
Oh yeah, one of them. Yeah,
if not both.
Why
probably
is that?
Timber, right? Because he's kind of close to your matchup anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Conkelder is not like a super, iconic mon. I think
No way
I think
follow
people
these
generally.
Wait, can
I
someone
think
explain to
generally-
me as to like
Actually,
the snapping concept?
Conkelder, like he had like DGC usage, right? Didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, so like, maybe like they mentioned they were like gonna bounce a bit off of competitive, I think. So like maybe it'll be kept off.
Can someone explain to
Yeah.
me like why they're snapping mons?
because Game Freak is stupid.
Yeah.
So why?
They're trying. Their claim is that like they were going to limit the mons eventually, and they want to include facial expressions and stuff for all of these mons and stuff, and they don't have time. Boo-hoo, we don't have time to do all 800 mons.
Why don't
that
they
kind
just
of thing.
push it back so we have time to suspect Porygon?
And yeah, it's a justification, but it's a pretty terrible one. I mean, the moral of the story is Game Freak sucks.
Yeah. Game Freak sucks. Okay.
I still think it's kind of cool, like competitively. just like I guess because like I'm pretty sure there's a lot of chip issues in like level 100 tiers. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think
Lando
that's
T is getting snapped. Yeah.
Wait, is that actually happening?
Lando,
Is it?
I would not be. Well,
but
I mean,
I
it's not
doubt this is going to
confirmed.
be a permanent. Probably in a few months though. Like,
I
No,
mean
they straight up said that they're never gonna like have full Pokemon games again.
well I mean they're probably going to do like the Gen 4 remake, right? This year
Oh,
maybe.
perhaps.
Yeah, so they could include a lot of stuff there, including Fungus and whatever else gets snapped.
Oh yeah. Wait, Fungus was Gen 5 though, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was part of the Gen 5 wave.
Levi just desperately wants Fungus to be in the games.
Yeah, because without Fungus, he won't have an avatar anymore.
Are there any other dark flying types other than
Murkrow.
Levi and
Murkrow.
Murkrow?
Mandibuzz.
I bet that, yeah. So one of Murkrow and I think my hypothesis is that one of Murkrow and Volibri is getting snapped, and my guess would be Volibri.
Does Mandibuzz have any like VGC presence?
No, but
Or,
Mandibuzz is like super integral to the RU like meta, but not
well,
that
nobody
Game Freak
cares about
cares. Not that Game Freak cares, but yeah, I don't think it has any purpose, but like it definitely has more purpose than Honchkrow. I don't see Honchkrow really doing much in the BDC meta. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I mean, Murkrow's. I don't think either of them are really that integral to anything
Yeah.
at all.
Well, I
It's
think that Murkrow is like kind of it's a lot. It shows up a lot in the anime. It's a much more famous mon than I think Volibri is.
That's what I think as well. I agree with Tazz.
Mandibuzz is also really ugly.
Pokemon Go.
That's
Yeah, it's like I don't know. This like I like understand what Game Freak's doing. Like it makes sense, but like it is also
it doesn't.
quite no. It does. Like be honest about it. Like it makes sense. Like if they're on a time crunch, but like I think it's very stupid. Like there are other ways to resolve this issue other than like straight up cutting mons.
I mean, I don't think their reasoning makes sense. If their reasoning was if they just straight up said it was a time crunch, then
They should have waited
I mean,
a
it
little
would be a
longer.
bad
Just delay
reason.
the
I guess
game.
it would
Like
be-
that's what Animal Crossing. Like and
Animal
Nintendo has. Well, yeah,
Oh
Animal
yeah,
Crossing.
I remember it in the direct.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, because they were going to release earlier, but Animal Crossing straight said that they wanted to
Make it better.
give themselves extra time to make it better and not have their employees be on a time crunch.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite clear that Nintendo was perfectly willing to do this. So I don't know why they didn't just ask for extra time. It wouldn't have been that hard.
Yeah. True, but like they also have to like they see that Pokemon is probably one of their biggest franchises, while Animal Crossing is pretty small. I don't know if that's true actually or not.
That is not
It's
true.
not
true?
small. It's not small.
Animal Crossing is
not-
not small.
Animal Crossing is massive.
Oh, okay.
It's huge.
Yeah, I have
It's
I
not
have
like
no clue.
Pokemon tier, but it's big.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like it's like under Smash tier, but like it's pretty up there.
Damn. I had no idea. Yeah, my parents have never like bought me a Animal Crossing game. But Yeah.
You know what game is free?
what game is
Path
free?
of Exile.
Huh?
Oh my god.
Path of
No,
Exile.
not again.
Oh,
Oh my god.
okay. Yeah, Levi, I have my new
Well, also-
laptop
also-
right next to me, but I'm really not opening it and downloading Path of Exile so I can play with you. I'm kidding. I'll do it
It's
later.
a good game.
I'll do it later. Don't cry.
Oh, do you have them? Oh yeah. Do you have Steam?
I do have Steam.
Do you know when the next Civilization 5 sale is?
Dude, I don't even... okay, I actually messaged OP the other day because I saw he was online, and I was like, what's up? And he's like, download Civ 5. I was like, what are you talking about?
He's right.
my-
He's right. That's the thing. He's completely right.
Oh my god.
Levi, for those of you who don't know, Levi is one of the two very old tier leaders, and it's also wished by the rest of the LC community that they both quit soon, so...
This is rude. That's rude.
And false.
It's made personal.
I'm kidding. It's okay. One day when you become manager, I will download Civ 5 or Path of Exile and play with you. Okay.
I
Manager for
think Levi can quit when you become council member the next in line for
Okay,
TL.
okay, first of all, that is never happening. Yeah, that is tragically never happening.
Oh no.
It's okay. I'll get Fatty to quit somehow, and then I'll take a spot.
Fatty?
Yeah, that's
Why?
like, 'cause
Fatty's That's like the last Wingle lover on the console. Actually, I think Coco loves Swing too.
Okay, then I'll definitely kick Coco out.
Oh, you're not kicking Coco out. Coco's the better LC.
All right, guys, I have to end this recording now. I'm getting too mad.
From the edit and then
Nah, but yeah, I
where he
think
starts talking about Path of Exile.
yeah, dude, this is all happening because I didn't download Path of Exile. That's like crazy. This is what our tier has come to. Our tier has come to basically our tier leader convincing other people to download Path of Exile. But
Well, if
yeah,
you download Civ 5, that's fine too. Like, I don't mind either way.
no, but just talking about like finishing up the Sword and Shield discussion. I think that the largest gaps in like the changes between generation to generation, not that I've like stuck around LC enough to like really know, but I think the largest changes have been from like DPP to BW, and
I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
like,
Oh
every
yeah.
change from
Yeah.
like Gen 1 to 5 kind of like changed the game completely.
right,
Yeah,
Pretty much,
it's been pretty radical every time.
yeah, but
like-
I think this will like really break the limit in that sense because, okay, I don't think it'll be as drastic as from DPP to Black and White, but I think this will pretty much come second.
No, like
No,
RBY to GSC, that's still got to be the biggest. Like, it's doubling the number of Pokemon, right?
which one is?
RBY to GSC, it introduced
Okay,
items.
but no one even knows that
Yeah,
it
but-
exists. Like we're
Or
not talking
GSC
about
to
that.
ADV. Like, I think it's
Yeah, but
gonna be
items
bigger
are
than
like 90% left of it, so certainly like a
Also, I think you're forgetting about
Huge
5 to
change.
6 having the introduction of knockoff. Knockoff
Oh,
changed
yeah.
the tier completely,
Yeah.
like just as much as snapping some of the Pokemon would. I think.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about. Well, I guess it would depend on what Pokemon gets snapped, right? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
if all the knockoff users get snapped,
There's no way. That means like actually, no. There's literally no way. But yeah, I think Gen A is gonna be pretty interesting, especially with no Z moves. Like obviously the no Mega doesn't mean jack towards LC, but like in terms of like
Porygon is back,
Porygon
bros.
is
Yeah.
oh,
no, but like
I'm so excited.
I without Z moves. Okay, actually, let's just make this like the ending discussion, and then we can wrap up the video through that. But like, how do you feel LCL will exist without Z moves? Now, Z moves isn't like that pivotal.
Well, it literally did exist before Z moves, and it was fine. So I think it's
Okay, I was
it's good.
I was
because
going
it gives
to ask
Porygon
how it's going to change, but sure, that's a great answer.
Porygon is back, my boys. Yes.
No, but like what are
Wingo back
what are
to
what are the key Z
zero.
move users?
Not
Probably.
Porygon anymore.
Okay, Levi, I'm gonna cut you from the call.
okay. So the
Okay.
key Z move users are probably right now Volibile and
Diglett.
Diglett. Yeah.
Mienfoo,
So I think
I guess,
No, I wouldn't
slightly.
say it's a key Z move. Like, it's still kind of. It's not gimmicky, but it's.
I think
a
the
lure set.
biggest one is going to be Diglett because Diglett getting Z move actually invalidated a couple mons is like particularly Snubble, who used to be good,
Mhm.
and
I
now
think
is just
Just Snubble, really. I can't think of anything else that was at that right at that level of bulk, and like
yeah.
niche or whatever, like to get invalidated.
Well, I think part of Staryu's rise right now actually is Mienfoo plus Z Diglett being a bit rarer. And that's in my opinion at least.
Yeah, I think
guess that's
Diglett is adapting a Violate, so like a lot more.
Yeah.
But like
For
yeah.
opposing Diglett mostly too. So that's kind of yes.
What was that? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
It's mostly for opposing Diglett too. I think like they violate. It helps
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
other stuff. I think that's
Yeah.
the biggest one.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely see Sword and Shield becoming like one of those metas where like random people become significantly better. Like, yeah. Do you guys like?
I found Snubble kind of annoying
What was that?
in ours. I found Snubble kind of annoying in ours. Like I guess it's mostly just like Madoka is using it a lot, and all of Madoka's teams are annoying. But like Intimidate's kind of annoying to play against, just because it's like a safety net, but like you can't wear it down. It's just there.
Hmm. Yeah. This
It's not that bad.
yeah
it's not
this
that bad.
this meta is gonna be quite interesting. I think But when does it come out? In like 6 months?
No, yeah, November.
November.
Yeah. That's after Snake, right? That's like
And
significantly
I
after Snake.
think that it is. And even if it wasn't,
They'd still
if
play
it
Gen
comes
7.
in and and I think that final LC circuit playoffs will presumably be in Gen 7.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think Gen 8, just like in terms, I think LC will have the least radical change. Just because like we don't have mega evolutions, but like losing mega evolutions in like some of these upper tiers, that's like freaking crazy.
I
Well,
mean, I guess
also,
it shouldn't matter that much in like a lot of the lower
No,
tiers. I think
well,
nah,
I
dude.
think like what's
Um,
going to change in that lower tiers is that power creep is going to change radically.
yeah.
So
Oh,
I think
yeah.
just like the spread of mons in every tier is going to change completely.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm sure that a couple of the legendaries that are iconic in OU are going to get snapped. If Lando T, for example, gets snapped, then our tier is going to change completely in ways we don't really know yet.
We're just labeling it tryhard tier now.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, I agree with that. It's just like but like whoever said, I don't remember. I couldn't really tell who said it, but like even in the lower tiers, like some of like the craziest mons are like mega evolutions. Like Ryu is very held in check by Blastoise mega.
Right.
That's like one of the craziest megas in the tier. And then Yu, that's
it
like
exists without Blastoise, right? Like I
what's
don't think
up?
it's that it can't be
Nah,
that
it's
integral,
it's
can it?
it's not like all hope is lost kind of tier, but like it's like a pretty big part of the tier. But
Okay.
yeah, I just like I don't know how I feel about like the loss of mega evolutions. But like yeah, that's not
I don't
LC.
feel about it at all.
Yeah, because you're an LC tier leader. But yeah. Do you guys have anything else to say like regarding the viability rankings, like semifinals or snake discussion before we wrap the video up?
I hope Tarantino is punished for betraying King K. Dot like that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will label my video as Tarantino gets punished by King K. Dot. But
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, he'll get his this
Bye, King
karma
K.
will come back for him eventually.
One day, yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think it's like pushing 2 hours or something ridiculous, and I know a lot of you probably didn't make it to the end, but
Who's
it's
gonna watch this if it's 2 hours long? Like, who's gonna watch it?
I
you
don't-
gonna,
like
Coco?
timestamps
Two?
when we talk about certain things,
huh?
like VR, like we talk about certain things.
Okay,
How
you-
long did we
like-
spend on the VR? Like maybe
we spent like an hour, or like a good hour and a
So
half.
you can like watch 2 videos. or what?
LCPL semis or like snake discussion.
Yeah, you can probably split it up because some people are going to only want to watch the snake discussion and stuff
Yeah,
like
true. Yeah, I'll just split it up, make it into like 3 separate videos, and then I'll post one in like the VR, and then like that way you guys can look at it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was super long, even if you're watching any of like the segments I'm putting out. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in a couple of months regarding a discussion about Snake again. Or not even months. It's like a couple weeks, right? That's like 6 weeks, like that, right?
that. Mm.
I have no idea.
Yeah, okay, no one has any idea, but like, yeah, I will see you guys soon regarding discussion about Snake. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Peace.